Making a sharp Bowie knife from a rusty leaf spring. Hello everyone, welcome back to the workshop. Today, I'm going to transform an old rusty leaf spring into a sharp and powerful Bowie knife. This piece of steel may look useless, but it still contains high-quality carbon steel that is perfect for knife making. First, I clean the surface and remove the rust so I can clearly see the condition of the metal. After that, I mark the outline of the Bowie knife on the leaf spring. The design features a long blade, a clip point, and a comfortable handle for a strong grip. Using a cutting wheel, I carefully cut the rough shape from the steel. Once the blank is ready, I begin grinding the edges and refining the profile of the knife. This step takes patience because every curve and angle must be accurate. Now it's time to heat the blade. I place the steel in the forge and heat it until it becomes bright red. Then I shape and straighten the blade while the metal is hot. This process improves the overall structure and prepares it for heat treatment. After shaping, I grind the bevels that will become the cutting edge. I work slowly to keep both sides even and symmetrical. A good bevel is the key to a sharp and durable knife. Next comes the heat treatment. I heat the blade again to the proper temperature and quench it in oil. This hardens the steel and gives the blade the strength needed for real use. After quenching, I temper the blade to reduce brittleness and make it tougher. With the heat treatment complete, I return to the grinder for the final finishing work. I smooth the surface, refine the edge, and polish the blade until it has a clean satin finish. The transformation from rusty steel to a beautiful knife is now clearly visible. For the handle, I attach strong handle scales and shape them to fit comfortably in the hand. A secure grip is just as important as a sharp blade. After sanding and polishing the handle, the Bowie knife is finally complete. Now let's test the edge. The knife slices cleanly through paper and easily cuts through rope and other materials. The recycled leaf spring has become a strong, sharp, and functional Bowie knife. I hope you enjoyed this build. If you like knife making, forging, and restoration projects, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more workshop builds. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next project. What you're looking at may seem like nothing more than a rusty piece of scrap metal. Old, worn out, and forgotten. But hidden inside this rust-covered leaf spring is the potential to become a powerful Bowie knife. Today, we're going to transform this discarded steel into a sharp and beautiful blade. Let's begin. Cutting and shaping. The first step is selecting the right section of the leaf spring. After measuring the desired length, the steel is carefully cut into shape. A rough outline of the Bowie knife is drawn onto the metal. With the design complete, grinding begins. Slowly, the excess material is removed, and the blade starts to take form. At this stage, precision is everything. Every cut and every movement brings the knife closer to its final shape. Forging and refining. Now the steel is heated to a high temperature. The glowing metal becomes easier to work with. Using careful hammer strikes, the blade is refined and straightened. The characteristic Bowie knife profile becomes more visible with each step. Patience and craftsmanship are essential during this process. A single mistake can affect the balance and performance of the knife. Grinding the bevels. Next comes one of the most important stages. The blade bevels are carefully ground to create the cutting edge. This process determines how sharp and efficient the knife will be. The steel is repeatedly cooled to prevent overheating. Slowly, the rough piece of metal transforms into a true blade. Heat treatment. Now it's time to strengthen the knife. The blade is heated once again and prepared for heat treatment. This process increases hardness and durability. After reaching the correct temperature, the blade is quenched and cooled. The steel is now much stronger than before. A proper heat treatment can make the difference between an average knife and an exceptional one. Polishing and finishing. With the hardening complete, the blade is polished. Scratches are removed, and the surface begins to shine. The rough steel now looks completely different from where it started. Every pass of the sanding belt reveals more detail and beauty. The transformation is truly remarkable. Handle installation. No Bowie knife is complete without a strong and comfortable handle. The handle scales are carefully shaped and attached. Pins are installed to secure everything firmly in place. After final sanding and polishing, the handle fits perfectly in the hand. The knife now combines strength, balance, and comfort. From a rusty leaf spring to a stunning Bowie knife. What once seemed like useless scrap metal has been transformed into a functional work of craftsmanship. This project is a reminder that with skill, patience, and creativity, even the oldest materials can be given a new life. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more incredible knife-making projects. See you in the next build.
you